Hello everyone, welcome. I'm Umbras, and today we are back in Midnight Club 3. Hope everyone's doing well today. We have the C-Class tournament where we are going to be driving the wonderful O2 Skyline. You know, Japanese tuner for a Japanese race. Welcome Sakura Prime. Hope you've been well. Let's do this. Let's get all the fun stuff. Look at that. Beautiful machine. And it is going to be, we're going to have a lot of fun. Let's get some upgrades on it. Oh, the performance upgrades, 68,000. Yeah, sure, why not? We're close to millionaires in game anyway, so we may as well have a little bit of fun. The R34 is now finally eligible for imports into the United States after so long. Well, at least the you know, the 99 and 2000 model. Later models, not so much, not yet. Soon. Very, very soon. Oh gosh, some of these look kinda, I forgot how dorky some of the bumpers are. Welcome, Blood Wolf. Am I feeling a little better? I'm feeling alright, actually. Like I said, I'm just kind of feeling a little bit off and on under the weather. But could be better. Could be considerably worse, though, all things considering. I'm a little bit sleepy, but I'm still gonna have a lot of fun with this. Yeah, let's go with number 11. This is kind of the front splitter. Let's go with number 11. Oh gosh, number 11 is just oof. That one doesn't look too good. Let's see, get some Wings West ones that aren't too bad looking. Let's go with number 2 for the rear. Welcome LeBron. Hope you're well. Just wanted a new metal license, but apparently DVMB. Aw, rip. Rip. Big rip there. Hopefully able to get that sorted, man. I think that's probably, this one will probably be the closest to like the Wings West full complete kit. The Moses has been giving some issues. That is a rip. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. That one doesn't look too bad. Welcome Team 7, hope you've been good. None of these hoods look all that great. Let's go full carbon stock look. I'd take a look at the pins and everything, see if something hasn't come loose. Both PC side and computer side. That wing there doesn't look too bad. That one's way too tall. I like it a little bit low. Ooh. The R33 style wing. That is definitely a choice. Yeah, it's, you know, I mean, this is kind of, you know, late US time, but you know, lets me get home from work and all of that stuff. That one doesn't look too bad, but I'm gonna go. Let's go with 19. 19's not too bad. 19's not too bad. Got my ID, my registration. Yeah, gotta love DMVs. They do the bare minimum to basically make you not absolutely hate them, but barely tolerate them. But anyway. Let's go with the larger rear muffler. And that's not too bad. Alright, rim time. Those are options. It's not really good tuner rim. Ooh. I say that's not that bad actually. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with that. That's not good. The pin snapped off of the. Oh. Well, that would do it. Yeah, we did keep the awkwardly placed reverse lights. But I mean, I don't mind it. It keeps the more stock skyline look. Let's go with 19s. Yeah, R34 is quite nice. Only produced for about four years total, so it is a little bit of a rarity. And just now being able to be imported to the States, but they are it is a beautiful machine. Absolutely love the look of it. Let's get some good paint going on here. Ooh, okay. I got an idea. Yeah. Alright. So you're gonna have to kind of like hold off on that. There we go. That doesn't look too bad. Let's get some matching neon as well. There we go. And let's get the red hot as well. Just for a little bit of extra fun. Alright, what else can we do? Detail shop. See what kind of vinyls we can put on it. Any manufacturer vinyls. And okay, those don't look that great. What other options we got? Maybe there's something else that'll really give us some good looks. Everything, the vinyls are probably the part that's kind of dated the most out of the vehicle side of things, the customization side. That and the tuner body kits are a little bit dare I say dated. Yeah, some of these are kind of if. Jaden, welcome. Getting tired of people quoting Center to justify. Now you know how I feel. If gap car. Yes, I am well aware of the things people say online where they're like, you know what? But I was first to the apex. The F1 brain. There's other forms of motorsport that are considerably less obnoxious in terms of driving standards. Definitely recommend you watch those as well. I didn't see me chat. Oh, sorry. Welcome for Trouble GT. Hope you're well. Chat's been a little bit busy, so I do apologize there. But anyway, let's we got our vehicle upgraded. Let's go take on the Asakusa tournament.
I got word of a tournament taking place. You might want to check it out. The kind of thing you'll enjoy for sure.
Ooh, okay, this thing is rapid. Got the four-wheel drive, got the powerful inline-6 twin turbo. And while let's still use very similar RB engine to the R33, we do now have the we do have now ceramic turbos for a little bit less turbo lag. Wonderful upgraded aerodynamics. And we're up against Lamborghinis and Cadillac Siennes. Fun. I'm not sure, were you born though? Alright, I'm gonna need a good launch from nitrous. And let's absolutely kick ass here. The Skyline is quite rapid. It's one of the faster C-Class vehicles. So we do have at least a little bit going our way here. We got the Super Hikus rear wheel steering system as well. That has both hydraulic and electronic actuators for improved response. It does behave a little bit like a rear-wheel drive car, but we do have that four-wheel drive acceleration though, which is good. Oh, I shouldn't use nitrous there. I'm gonna watch any new movies. I don't even know what's in theaters right now. It's been so long since I've been to a theater. It's been at least a good couple of months. But I'm thinking, like, I don't even know what's gonna be like really coming out per se. Oh gosh, that's gonna be death. That's gonna be death. Alright, they made it less death. I should recommend to bring in practice. Oh, bro. I saw the pictures in his stream. Welcome, Zool. Hopefully able to get that fixed. Get some duct tape and everything. Ooh, hopefully you enjoyed the new Fantastic Four, man. Hopefully it's good. Minecraft movie. Oh, I had to take my cousin, my younger, I guess the second cousins, to see that. The theater, the chicken. I would never be able to hear the words chicken and jockey together the same way again. The theater went absolutely mental. Oh gosh. Chicken jockey and Liverpool. Chicken jockey. This is a crafting table. The brain rot is real. That was enjoyable though. Is this map difficult? Yes. It's kind of. Like this, it's more designed for the high-speed vehicles. So like you don't feel like you're going too fast per se. Because it was designed for like the Midnight Club 2 cars around. And so with that, you know, you don't feel like you're going too quick. Like you're not gonna like go too far on a jump and like it crash into a wall. But it is an arrow and there is a lot of different routes you can take. So it does get very tricky in that aspect. But if you're good at navigating, and if you can handle it in Midnight Club 2, Midnight Club 3, it's a lot easier. Oh, Superman. I wanted to see that. Okay, yeah. Maybe Superman. I might go see Superman. I want a good Superman that's not, you know, the dark, depressing, snaps General Zod's neck Superman of what we had been getting. Genuinely, I want happy-go-lucky Superman that's, yeah, powers of a god, but wants to, you know, kind of be just a regular human, regular boy type of deal. It looks pretty good. I'm hoping it's good. Marvel's been kind of dropping the ball, so I'm hoping DC does better. Any plans to live stream? I am not going to be live streaming it, as that gets into weird copyright rules and everything like that. But I will be watching it myself. All right, it's a tournament. Ah, fuck me. All right, I need to get going a lot quicker. And not by doing that. Okay, never mind then. Never mind then. Right, the Asakusa tournament. I forgot how annoying this one was. Doubly so when you're limited in the vehicles you can use, because we're choosing to use only prize cars. Thankfully, the Skyline R34 is a good prize car, being one of the fastest rated cars in C-Class, but not having a good muscle car does put a little bit of a dampener on this. Oh boy, that's not gonna end well. That's not gonna end well. You know what? That ended well. I'll take it. I hope it wasn't canon. Moody Depresso Superman isn't fun to watch. Like, if you want that, just make a Homelander movie, you know? Welcome Midnight, hope you're good. Right now we're in the infamous Asakusa tournament. Oh, that's not gonna be good. That's gonna hurt me a bit. That's gonna hurt me a bit, but that's okay. We'll be okay. We'll be fine. We got this. We got this. No issues. Playing Smith 3. Nice. All the pink vits. May you get all the pink vits in your playthrough. Been speedrunning the entire MCU trilogy. MCU for Avengers Doomsday drops next year. I'm interested to see how they do that one. Especially with RDJ coming back, you know, to be Doctor Doom and everything. You know, a character that's been so well known as Iron Man. You know, that's gotta be so awkward for the actors. Like, you get used to one character playing a role for so long that that you're like, oh shoot, they're playing a different character now. Last time to do super tournament, I got super car opponents. Oh, you're grinding the European GT tournament. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, that's bad of me. That's bad. That's double bad. There we go. On the right track now. On the right track. Alright, got a sharp right, and then the finish line. Alright, not bad. Oh. Oh, the Asakusa tournament. Yep, this one.
Okay.
Oh, that's a pain in the ass. Ooh. Very nice. So we get some of the X-Men as well. Very sweet. Ah, good. Schneiderverse ain't canon. Thank goodness. Gosh, like that is like, if you can't picture your Superman taking time out of his busy day to like rescue a cat from a tree and like, you know, talk someone off the edge of a building and like know them by name to start with, you haven't written Superman. You have basically written a worse Homelander or like Omni-Man, you know? Oh, you lucky son of a gun. Only BUC class opponents. Only BUC class opponents, you lucky punk. We basically just gotta finish as high as we can on some of these. Some of these are gonna be a little bit tricky though. Come on. Thankfully we can abuse zone, whereas these guys around us can't. But they do have considerably higher speeds, better acceleration, better pizza, Lamborghini Diablos. Ah, so I probably should have used something like the fleet line then. Okay, second place I'll take. Oh, I'm still ahead on the points. Alright, there's 4 races. They can do this. You gotta abuse that Tesla four-wheel drive system or an Escalade. True, we do have the Escalade truck. That might be an option. Alright. Adachi, welcome. Stop talking about that dang old state of play. Yeah. I imagine that's probably getting a little bit hectic. Oh, we're taking the wrong line, didn't we? We took the wrong line. That's okay. Ooh. Juke to the left. No. No. Okay, that's not good. That's not good. That killed our momentum. Yuki, welcome. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. We vibing. We midnight clubbing. The club when the club is at midnight. Oh, please let them take the wrong trajectory. Okay, they didn't, but they still mess up the jump a little bit. All right, we can salvage this. We can salvage this. Yeah, Tesla race. Hey! Nice. I think one of those can actually give you a Vitz as well, the beginner league one. Come on, go 4 for 4 for the pink Vitz. I've never actually done it, but it is possible. Oh, I gotta save it. Oh, thankfully I haven't seen a spoiler for the ending, so on that side, I'll be, you know, I'll be spoiler free. Although we got a big spoiler on our skyline. Ah! Whee! Oh boy, I don't like that pinball. Okay, we can get a solid. We can get a solid. Ooh. First place, I'll take it. I mean, yeah, in the comics, everything's kind of canon, kind of. Depends on the writer type of deal. But, oh my gosh. It's not fun in characters, though, the evil versions per se. Because they basically have, like, you know, the massive amounts of power. So when you remove, like, the limiters and make them evil, then they become lesser than what they normally are. Yeah, GT3 is an absolutely beautiful game. The semi-stylized graphics, the really good pre-baked lighting, all of that is just top-notch stuff. Oh, that's a tippy tap. That's another tippy tap. Keep the taps off the wall. Oh gosh, don't remind me, Miss Marvel's kid. I don't think that was the right call for me. Come on, I gotta get up close. That ain't up close. Oh, I was hoping to get close to you. I was hoping to get close to you. That we can get the slipstream turbo. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, very unfortunately. Alright, come on, we gotta stop rolling our car. If we can get third place, we'll be okay. But we need speed. There we go. I needed that. No! No, are you fucking kidding me? Are you that didn't count. Okay. Apparently that one you need to be really close to get. Alright, let's see. I did have 2 wins. We'll see just how bad of the points I finished. Whatever, we get to smash into them at the end. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, don't worry. Third time's a charm. Third time's a charm. Off to a great start, chat. Yeah, which is true. That's kind of what makes Superman so, I don't know, compelling as a character, is like just how much patience he has. He realizes that he needs a higher level of accountability than most humans because he's so much more powerful than humans. I forgot how easy it is to roll the skyline. Please no. Land it. Alright. Let's get up there with second place. Let's get up there with first place. We are in second place. Let's not take that route. Welcome, Batman. Hope you're well. Alright. First race should be okay. Right? It's a sucker race. Usually easier because you get more nitruses. There we go. Thank you for not rolling on me there. L34 Skyline does have a pretty storied racing history, so outside of its JGTC roots, where it won a decent amount. It did also win its class in the 2004 24 Hours of the Nürburgring, being entered by Falcon Tires. A heavily modified version was entered and did pretty well. Upgraded to around 500-ish horsepower. Kept the four-wheel drive system, which likely helped it in the unpredictable weather of the Eifel region of Germany, which likely, you know, gave it a little bit more traction, more stability. Oh, he's flying. That counts as hitting the, okay, sure. That counts as hitting the checkpoint, but going the other side of the highway isn't. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not salty about that. Nope. Alright, hi. Can you not take me out? Alright, come on. There we go, find a wall. Put a little bit. Yeah, those would be characters. Those would be cool characters to have. Oh, that's not good. Okay, this works. This is an option. That's an option for us. I'll take that option for us. Whatever gets us to the finish line first. We're up against A-class cars and a C-class car. I will gladly take anything.
That's my friend.
My friend. Ah, boy. John Constantine. But yeah, the Super Hike is really cool. It has it monitors the speed of the vehicle and steers the rear wheels either counter phase or in phase with the front wheels. In phase, basically, if you turn your front wheels right, your rear wheels also turn right. And if you turn your and counter phase, if you turn your rear, front wheels right, your rear wheels turn left. And basically what it does is at high speed, it runs in phase. So both the front and the rear wheels will turn right. And at low speed, it runs counter phase, will basically turn the opposite directions. And what that does is it gives improved maneuverability at lower speeds, while also providing higher speed stability at the highest speeds. Can I not get wrecked by the AI? Can I not get wrecked by myself either? There we go. Get the yellow one out of the way. Get the yellow one out of the way. Okay, we need to really gain time on the rest of the field. Lobo just be built different. Okay, let's see if I can't get some more speed at the Tokyo Tower section. There we go. I will gladly take a second. First is just out of reach. Second I will take. Okay. Oh, fun. Okay, Yuta in the Black Diablo is the one we need to absolutely beat the next two races. Got it. Okay. Fun. Oh boy. Alright. Alright, this one, if we can avoid the rollovers, that would be great. That's what kind of killed us the previous time we did this race. There we go. Thank you for giving us your suck. Thank you for giving us your slipstream turbo. Alright. Put the needle through here. More speed. Pretty much max it out. Alright, we want the right trajectory. That is not the right trajectory. It's close enough, though. It is close enough. I will take that. I will gladly take that. Wonder what that is. Like, you think, you know, that if they're making DC games and everything, they do want to, especially like a fighting game, you want to have as big of a roster as possible with as unique a moveset. Lobo seems to be, you know, one of the ones to be able to do that, right? Oh well. This is why I don't really get into management side of things. Through the business decisions. Okay. Bonk. Little tippy tap of the wall there. Let me tip tap of the car. We're good. Yeah, I mean, if he's well known enough, while also being able to be, you know, unique enough moves and everything. Oh, what was that? There we go. Back up into the lead. Alright, let's avoid the suck. Okay, that is 2 dubs in a second place. I will gladly take that. Oh, Yuta though.
That's my friend.
Yuta's literally right on our ass the entire time. Alright. Come on, let's do this. Final race of the Asakusa tournament. Then it gets a little bit better. True, yeah, if he's a lot more obscure, even if he has, you know, the deep lore and everything, you know, it could be, you know, if no one knows who he is, then it makes it a lot more difficult. I gotta be careful. Do not roll on the off ramps. Please. That's what killed my speed the previous couple times. Ah, but I guess to like a newer comic readers and like newer like DC fans and everything, he's got considerably reduced presence. I see. Alright, got him most. Why is he stopped? Why stop on a freeway? Why stop on a freeway? Okay, hi, I see you. Sit on a lemon, Yuka. There we go. Alright, we wanna save. We wanna save our last nitrous for when we need it. When we really need it. Alright, time to go on the opposite side of the road. We gotta stay on the opposite side of the road because the checkpoint doesn't like us being on the other side. So we gotta face traffic head on. Very heavy amount of traffic as well. Nope. Absolutely not. I am not gonna get last minute bonked by another traffic car. Yay! Cross the line. Much better.
Don't be getting all arrogant on me now. I hate arrogance.
And you know what we get? You know what we get for all of that trouble? We get basically a Nissan Versa. That is the vehicle we get. A Nissan Versa. Like no joke. I couldn't show it during the cutscene because licensed music, but I'm gonna head back to the garage and I'm gonna show you the exact vehicle I'm talking about. And it is literally the concept car that eventually took the styling and idea and became a Nissan Versa. And it is, yeah. Like, look at that. That is literally, like you see the sport concept. And I'm going to, pull up the Nissan Versa as well. So you guys can take a look and see literally this. Where is it? Where is display capture? There is display capture. Like that. Well, this is what it became. This is what we have. This is what Nissan, you know, got people all excited for and everything. A sporty hot hatch. This is what we got. Like, bruh. That is absolutely terrible. Alright, let's get on the Kawasaki Ninja. Let's do some sport bike racing. I wanna drive that. The ZX-12R was designed to take down the Suzuki Hayabusa as the fastest hyperbike ever, and its creation, as well as the Hayabusa's creation, essentially resulted in a gentleman's agreement that resulted in most manufactured hyperbikes to be electronically limited to 186 miles an hour, 300 kilometers an hour. Though the 2000 model year of the bike was unrestricted, the very first year of the bike was, and so there we go. Oh my gosh, we're way too close there. So if you want the fastest in a straight line, get the 2000 bike. Although later ones did get upgrades that improved the handling, with radio brakes, improved chassis upgrades, and electronics as well. You can see the massive ram air intake on the front of it as well. Absolutely ridiculous. So how the ram air intake works is that basically, the faster it goes, it uses a high pressure area that builds up on the front of a vehicle, you know, because that's where, you know, you're basically rushing in the air. Like if you stick your hand out the window of a car moving too fast, you feel it being pushed back. You know what else is massive? The speed that these bikes reach. Oh, come on, wheel down, wheel down. But basically, going regular, normal kind of highway speeds and everything, it's got a max horsepower of around 178 horsepower. But once you get over 100, or start getting into like the really high speed range, it actually produces more horsepower because you're getting more air being forced literally into the intake, hence why ram air. And it produces 190 horsepower. So much like the SR-71 Blackbird, the faster you go, the more powerful the engine gets. Which is ridiculous. It basically works as a form of non-mechanical forced induction.
Yeah, friend. I'm impressed. Seriously.
Nice. Alright, so that's another race one. All good, man. But this thing, oh my gosh. Yeah, YouTube is weirdly on and off with regards to censorship and everything. You can say something completely innocuous and YouTube's like, is that a heckin' swearerino? And then I have other people that will, like, have come in and have just like massively spammed chat with like links and everything like that. Free sex here! Especially back before I had the stream element spot working in the early days of me streaming. And like YouTube are like, I see nothing wrong with this. Mention anything in China, they shadow ban me. China. Oh, I don't have zone. I don't have any zone right now. I gotta build up the zone. Pump up the zone, pump it up while your feet are stumping and the bass is pumping. Why is it China? Ah, whatever. If they want to shadow ban me, they can sit on a lemon. They can sit on a cactus. They can see how much of a prick they've been. There we go. Gosh, I do love the agility of the sport bikes. Wasn't the biggest fan of them the previous couple times I played it, but the more I've used them in this playthrough, because I've kind of had to, as they were the earliest B and A class vehicles I could get, I have, grown to like them. Although I probably did just donate some of my organs there. Yeah, I'm agreeing with the 8-ball there. What the fuck? No! No! Fuck me. I hate that jump. I hate that jump. Oh, GG game. GG. Well played. Well played. Therapy. If that is what you need to get your rocks off, therapy. Whoop. Alright, come on. We can beat an overpriced Lamborghini. Don't worry. Got the we got 4 cylinders. Who needs an entire 8 more? A little water cooled single liter wonderfully powered motorcycle. Oh look. 8 ball is literally green with it. No, Itachi, no. Oh, what? How did my chat ever get so unhinged? How did my chat ever get so unhinged? Yeah. Oh, hello there, officer. Please, no. Oh, thank goodness, that was way too close. That was way too close. That was scary. I saw the race flash with my eyes yet again. Just beat it, beat it. I mean, have some more chicken, have some more pie. It doesn't matter if it's butter or fried, just eat it, eat it. Pick up a fork and eat it. Oh, sorry, this is a 1.2 liter engine. Oh no, I quite like Michael Jackson's stuff. Like, I mean, he's literally one of the first artists you listen to in GTA Vice City. So, you know, you got that going for you. You know what else is really cool is with the ram air system in the Kawasaki Ninja, the air filter is actually mounted inside of the frame. And is part of the monocoque. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I'm a melon. And having a monocoque frame on a motorcycle was also a brand new thing at the time. Very cool technology, very cool change in chassis design. Woo-hoo-hoo! All right. Jeez. I forgot how spicy some of these tracks are. They do get a wee bit tricky. It helps if I, you know, actually get onto the highway. Don't worry, thankfully the straight line speed of the bikes are top notch. So you can get way up there, way up to the top speed a lot quicker than a lot of the supercars. And for considerably cheaper too. When you want to turn yourself into a human smoothie for under $10,000, this is the way to go. Alright, gotta make sure I go to the right. Not the left, gotta go to the right, to the right, to the right. And here to the right, to the right. And here to the left, to the left. More speed. Alright, dab with the brakes a little bit here. On the off ramp. I guess that would be the on-ramp because we're on the wrong side. Regardless. Oh, that truck swerved! That truck swerved to hit us. Yeah, we got liquefied there. Our testes probably entered our chest cavity with that collision. Holy moly. Oh. Well, now I do. I was wondering why the unhingedness. Welcome. That actually makes sense. That actually makes sense. Alright, let's see what this race can do. Power slide. Don't need to slide. Drop my other one in the... Don't do that. That's not good for the phone. Make sure you turn the power off, put it in rice, and hope for the best. Ooh, almost lost our head there. Alright, come on. Time to absolutely push it to the limits. Oh, this thing is beautiful. I'm absolutely loving the sport bikes in this game. I'm loving the high speed nature and the agility, the nimbleness, how much you can weave them through traffic without even touching anything. Absolutely wonderful machines. Alright. Ooh. Oh, hello there, officers. Goodbye, officers. Your Skylines are no match for my Kawasaki. Oh, especially when we had nitrous to the mix. End zone to give us even more agility. Walls are the great equalizer, though. So, you know, maybe they were onto something. Alright, not too much further to the finish line. Yeah, like, it's kind of a bit of a distraction, I imagine. Plus, also, you don't want it to get all kind of gross and dirty. Ow. Like, especially if you don't regularly clean your phone. Granted, I am a little bit paranoid in that front, so I do regularly, you know, use electronically safe disinfectant wipes on my phone. Just because, one, I usually pull up recipes on my phone, so I have my phone out when I'm cooking, and so I want it to be as clean as possible. And two, because I don't like the grossness. I don't like grossness. Ooh. Alright, Muscle Car tournament. Alright, let's get the Corvette, the 68 Corvette. The first generation, or the first of the C3s. I think some hammers witness it. Oh, still though. That's not good for your phone, don't do that. Alright, where is our muscle car? There it is, 68 vet. Yes, this is also the last Corvette to have chrome front and rear bumpers. From the 69 year onwards, they actually switch to a polyurethane and plastic components. Welcome, Aaron. Hope you've been well. Alright, now we gonna be upgrading our vets. I clean it semi-regularly. But yeah, I guess, I mean, it probably prevents it from getting too dirty. But yeah. Ooh, that one's not bad actually. You can get the C4 style front bumper. And the C5 bumper. That is so dorky looking. I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with the kind of more smooth kind of look. Actually, is there a shaved? Ew. No. Gosh, some of these look kind of ugly. All right, side upgrades. Let's see. That's not too bad. That's cleaner. What am I painting a 68-bit? I'm not sure yet. We got a lot of options. Oh, that's out back. That's the back side. Okay. Kind of like that. So that's gonna make it a little bit more cleaner looking. Ooh, get the C2 hood on it. Not really one for like the big, massive supercharger sticking out of the hood. Let's go with the clean, kind of shaved, almost look. I much prefer that. We can get the trunk rack. Nah, we'll keep that. We'll keep that stock. Louvers? No, we don't need louvers. Ooh, none of those look good. We'll keep that stock as well. Kind of go for more pro touring, kind of look on it. Let's see what options we got here. The Rebel, Rebel's not terrible. TTO is not bad either. I actually like the Hopster. Let's get the Hopster. Do I want white walls? I don't want white walls. Let's go with the black. Alright, tire profile. Yeah, let's go 3. Yeah, 17s look good on that. There we go. Yeah, that looks pretty solid actually. Let's go one more, and then we can raise up the front as well. Increase the width of the rear. There we go. Kind of have a more kind of increase the rake a little bit of the vehicle. There we go. I actually quite like the look of that. It looks pretty solid. All right. Paint shop. Okay, no color shift. Pearlescent though? Ooh. It's not a bad option. Actually, yeah, I like that kind of I like that a lot actually. With the light window tinting. The downside is we can't make this painted or like a matte color. It's gotta be kind of chrome, which does limit our choices where that look good on it. Unfortunately, you know what? Let's go. Yeah. Okay. This isn't bad. This isn't bad looking. Trim. Nah, that doesn't work with the vehicle. That doesn't work with the vehicle. Alright, let's see. Manufacturers. Ooh. Okay, that doesn't work. We go flames. Maybe flames might look good on this actually. Ooh. Yeah, I got an idea. I got an idea for the flames. Alright, let's go. And almost like with the ghost flames. Yes. Ooh, that actually looks good. I like that. I like that. The ghost flames, just barely visible, just super subtle. I like that. I like that a lot. Now this based off of the Mako Shark 2 concept, featuring a transversely mounted single fiberglass leaf spring for an independent rear suspension system for reduced weight and simplicity. Oh yeah, this would be good. This would be real good. This is probably one of the better handling vehicles in the game. Oh, we get to win potentially the Cadillac DeVille. A beautiful luxury lowrider. I like that. We got the L68 427 cubic inch V8 motor, producing around 400 horsepower stock, and considerably more now that we've gotten some upgrades. Whoa! Little bit squirrely from the launch, though. That is something we need to watch. You also gotta remember, it is a muscle car, so we can't be reliant on zone like we have been for the past couple of races. We got roar instead. Oh, and it loves to step its booty out. It absolutely loves to swing it around. Look how much of the roar we have available on ourselves now. Now we have a full system. 5 units of roar. There we go. There we go. Thread the needle through there. This thing is absolutely beautiful. Did it keep the 4-speed manual when we got the engine upgrades? I think so. As even at over 125, it's in 3rd gear, and doesn't go up to 4th gear until around 150. So I'm thinking it still keeps the 4-speed manual in this vehicle. They don't swap it out with a more modern transmission with the tighter gears. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's only got 4 gears. So basically we just changed the gear ratios in the 4-speed. We didn't actually add any gears. Big grip there. Missed opportunity. Oh, the speed though. Now I say the Corvette has an independent rear suspension. I guess we could say it's a semi-independent rear suspension. The fact that the rear spring is mounted to the center differential at the center does help kind of minimize the load transfer from one wheel to the other. But some load does get transferred. That being said, it's considerably simpler and more easy to maintain compared to other independent rear suspension systems at the time. Like if you've ever worked on a Jaguar IRS system with the inboard rear brakes, you know how much of a pain in the rear that is to work on. Despite the superior handling nature of those vehicles, they are still finicky. Replacing the rotors requires you to remove the rear axles and all that fun stuff. So you know, just some extra fun there. Alright, come on. Whoa! Okay, that got us as well. There we go, final wall. There you go, you did it good, you found a wall. I hope you enjoyed the wall. I do like the fact that you can basically just fishtail the entire straight and have oodles of roar available for if anyone gets past you. Like, it basically makes it one of the best offensive muscle cars because of that. Because you just, no matter what, if someone even gets close to you, you can just, you know, roar them away. Nice, there we go. Cross the line.
Soon it's gonna be time to start racing.
Alright, next race. The final race. The Asakusa circuit. We did the Asakusa tournament. Welcome, Elite Racer. What's probably my least favorite ability in the game? There's more harm than good. Yeah, like if you're using heavy traffic areas, it's a pain in the rear. It's better off being used on opponents, especially when they're about to enter a narrow passageway or about to go off of a jump. Because you can basically, for the entire race, take one or more than one opponents out of the race. But using it on traffic it's kind of useless. I still like it better than aggro though. Aggro, you have to actively sabotage your race in order to get units. Whereas both zone and roar you obtain more or less naturally through, you know, racing, sliding at the muscle cars and, you know, avoiding collisions with the lightweight tuner, swap bikes, and exotics. So it kind of, you know, it makes sense for that one. But like the luxury and SUVs are already quite slow. You don't want to kill the momentum even more by crashing into vehicles or light poles or anything like that. Oh, little tap there in the wall. And because it's only touch, you can't really use it against opponents that are considerably further away. You basically use it and then swerve the block and hope that you hit them. But yeah, other two, zone's probably a little bit better, just because you can use it to carry a lot more speed through corners, and use it to basically save your races. But roar is probably a close second in my book. It's more of an offensive ability than a defensive one. Boom. There we go, cross the line. We get the DeVille. Very, very nice. Alright, we gotta skip the cutscene because YouTube will bonk us if we don't. YouTube's like, hey, I heard first few couple notes of Shine On. Yeah, bikes are genuinely immune to it, 100%. Yes. But if you're up against any car opponents, it's very useful against them. Especially if you have a race with lots of jumps, or if you're going over like overpasses or anything like that. Then it's a little bit better. Alright, let's get the CN. Our totally stealth mode Matt Gray CN. Try to make it close to an F-22 Raptor. And let's do some races with this before we unlock the next tournament. There we go. This wonderful North Star V12. Double array cam, massive displacement. Let's do it. It even has that cool aerogel composite body panels, which are designed, although incredibly expensive to produce, designed basically as a test bed to see how well they could actually work in vehicle manufacturing. And it resulted in the CN being a fairly lightweight vehicle. Alright, let's cut through here. Let's cut through the plaza. Get a little bit of air time for the fun of it. Alright. Alright, we're gonna be down on pace just a little bit heading around that corner. That's alright, we got nitrous. Let's get by the Zonda. V12 versus V12. The Zonda uses the same, at least base engine that's also used in the ME412, that Mercedes motor, that Mercedes power plant. Although the ME412 does have the quad turbo design. Ow. Alright, that's gonna hurt us a little bit. That is gonna hurt us quite a bit. That roll. Alright, that should help us get a little bit more speed down the straight, which might help us catch the Zonda. See if they don't get slowed up by the traffic. Yep, I see you, I see you. First chance I get, I'm using it. Good, alright, they got slowed down by traffic. Although they are still right up on me. Not the best place to use your nitrous. You were in a fairly twisty and technical section here. So this isn't gonna work too well. Alright, carry some speed here. We gotta jump and then the finish line. Land it. Boom. Very nice. Beat Ivana, beat Rage. Oh gosh, a lot of female drivers in this one. Interesting. Oh well, money's money. And racing's racing. Alright, let's see. What should be the next one? What should be the next one? Alright, there's one down south. Let's go to that one. Might help us open up a new tournament. Adrenaline. Nice. Alright, this takes us pretty much around the entire city. So we gotta be a little bit careful. Gotta conserve our nitrous. And really make sure we don't do anything silly. Oh, we got the McLaren. Don't do anything silly, he says. Immediately face plants right into a pillar. There we go, just barely in time. Oh, okay. He hit that bus hard. He hit that bus way too hard. All right. Bad trajectory in that jump. There we go. All right, let's avoid the bus. Avoid the chaos and the rest of the McLarens. Oh, he didn't hit the bus that time. Alright, we're gonna go down to the inside here. Oh, that was not the smartest decision. It worked though. We got up into the lead. I will gladly take that lead. I'll take that dub. Alright, probably about a third of the way through the race. Oh boy. And there's still a lot of road up to go. We still got most of the northern part of the city to get the checkpoints on. We should be good. We should be good. Back to the right. Alright, we don't want to take... Ow. Oh, so that was a heavy collision. Our poor Cien. The aerogel composites body panels probably can't actually hold up to that level of abuse. They're designed for lightweightness, probably not for durability. But still, we vibing. We vibing. I gotta be a little bit careful, gotta be a little bit careful. Oh! All those trucks there. All of the trucks. There we go, there we go. Alright, heading to the final sprint to the line. Probably should use our nitrous more often. But that's alright. We can use it here. We can use it here.
Alright, friend. Don't be getting no big head now. Keep your feet.
Nothing but McLaren F1s as well. Literally every McLaren F1 LMO was like, you know what? I'm heading to Japan. I was racing there. Like every McLaren F1 owner is just a street racer.
The luxury
Oh yes, the Luxury Rollers tournament. Let's get our SL55 AMG with its adaptive hydraulic suspension. This beast. It comes stock with almost 500 horsepower, that supercharged V8. It is a nice one. 5-speed automatic. The active roof, the self-leveling suspension, all of that fun stuff. Let's double check to make sure we have all the performance upgrades we need. It's a good thing we did upgrade that, because we would have been down a nitrous system. So, hey, we get more nitrous. I'll take that. I will gladly take that. This is also one of the luxury cars that has the zone ability as opposed to aggro, which I quite like, because aggro is not my. I don't quite like aggro as much as other abilities. So giving me more control of the vehicle is quite nice. I do appreciate that. All right. The G35. Oh gosh. It's basically the same vehicle as a Nissan Z, but this is classified as a luxury car and a D-class car, whereas the Nissan 50Z is a C-class tuner. Ooh. Yeah, it's got a whole bunch of SL and CLK cars, it looks like. So this should be fun. Alright. I mean, just look at how planted it is on launch as well. No suspension roll, completely flat. Despite weighing almost, 4,500 pounds, this thing does manage to keep itself mostly planted on the ground, and was praised in for its handling, especially in more higher speed corners. The lack of body roll and the smoothness was praised at the time. Although the heft does show up in tighter corners, and even in this game it does as well. Doesn't quite have the maneuverability of tuners of the same class. So you do gotta be a little bit careful with it. But it is a beautiful machine nonetheless. The low burble of the supercharged V8s. Oh, that's weird. So in the Corvette, when we upgraded it, it didn't get an extra gear. It stayed at 4-speed. But this one, the Mercedes, the SL55 AMG, it's by coming originally with a 5-speed automatic. We had 6 gears there, which is a little bit interesting. I know they eventually went to a 7-speed option, but I could have sworn the one in this game was an earlier model with the 5-speed. I don't know. Regardless, great vehicle. Really, really nice. Yeah, we got the CL class as well. SL and CL classes absolutely tearing up the streets of Tokyo. Just Mercedes mania. I wonder, how many gears does this thing actually have? We might be able to get it up to its top speed at some point. Nope, only 6 gears. So that doesn't match either of the Mercedes. The earlier or the later ones. Huh. Alright then. Could have just been in the air by the developers. There we go, nice and smooth through here. Oh, this thing, it handles so well for a heavy luxury vehicle. It just glides through the corners, very neutral handling. Very smooth. Whoop, okay, gotta be careful, gotta be careful. Oh, eyes on the road, Isaac, don't look at chat. I mean, look at chat, but like, you know. Don't just stare at chat. Don't do the stare and drive like Paul Walker in Too Fast, Too Furious. Ooh. Ooh. Whoa! Okay, okay. Little bit spicy there. Little bit spicy there. Nice. Absolutely push that M113K engine to the limit. The K in it standing for compressor, which means it's supercharged. Although, it's not known for its great fuel economy. Only around 16 miles to gallon on average. Big oof. 13 to 18, depending on testing. Ooh, hello there. Oh, she's getting wet. That's not nice. Someone needs to get her an umbrella. Welcome, little Blaze. Hope you're well. And Parasnap is pretty cool as well. I like all the jumps on that, especially like the giant glass pyramid. It is just a really cool kind of landmark area and everything. It's a bit shame that all of the maps that come before Minute Club 3, only Tokyo gets used so often, being used in both the PSP LA remix as well as in Minute Club 3 remix as well. Like they could have been cool having like a either like the Paris map or maybe like, you know, input the New York map from the first Midnight Club. That we have more American cities and everything. But shame that the Tokyo map gets used so much compared to all the other ones. But the Tokyo map is still a very good map with great scenery, really good roads to race on. It's very well thought out for like the high-speed vehicles compared to other maps, so I guess it makes sense. Oh boy, okay, we're good. We are good. Cross the line. In the wet. There we go, give us the money. Give us the Infinity G35. Very nice. Get a drink of water there. Alright, what vehicle should we use the next couple of racers. I'm thinking maybe the ME412. We haven't really used that one all that much. So that might be a cool one. Yeah, the Tokyo one would have been a very cool. You know, it would have been cool if they switched it around to like other maps as well. All right, there we go. The ME412. Get some performance upgrades on this. Get the nitrous. I do like it in the stock kind of silver though. I really like that look. It is just genuinely beautiful. The LED tail lights, oh, just so awesome. Get the quad turbocharged V12 engine. Oh my gosh. This thing was even tested at Laguna Seca as well, granted in a severely detuned state to avoid damage to the Ricardo transmission. Got the active arrows so you can see the spoiler moving up and down based on how fast we're going. Absolutely ridiculous amounts of gears. Like, I think this one actually does have the 7-speed transmission. 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. This is gonna be great. This is a vehicle that was supposed to beat the Bugatti Veyron, and just because of internal politics and financial insecurity, just never really happened. Because Mercedes didn't want anything really beating the SLR. Which has been unfortunate because this is such a what could have been, just like the CN. Just a very cool concept car that never really saw much of the light of day, and it's now just a footnote in automotive culture. Oh, for real. You have multiple Chrysler concepts, everything from the ME412 to the Dodge Viper GTSR concepts to the 99 Charger RT concepts, the Super 8 Hemi concepts, like all of that. You got multiple GM concepts, the CN, the Cadillac 16, the Chevy Silverado SST. You even got the Nissan Sport concept that eventually became the Versa. What else? What else?
See? I tell you, no problem.
Like you got so many concept cars in the game. But it's pretty cool though. It adds to the kind of the futuristic vibe as well. I do actually. I have Test Drive 2 for the PlayStation 3. And I do also have Test Drive 1 for the PS2. Test Drive Unlimited 1. Sorry, Test Drive Unlimited 2 and Test Drive Unlimited 1. I don't have any other Test Drive games. But I do have those two. And those are pretty fun. I haven't played them on stream yet though, just because those ones are a little bit slower paced. And have a lot more kind of non-racing, non-action sections where I'm kind of like, I don't know how well they get to do as streams. Oh, hello there, officer. I apologize, I can't comply with your demands. I don't Nihongo. I don't speak Japanese. I am Gaijin. I am silly Gaijin. Just making a mess of things. Oops, I hope that wasn't an important pot. Come on, get in there. Get in there. Yeah, yeah, get in there. Yeah, yeah, get in there. Yeah, yeah. Uh-oh. Alright, right up there with the rest of the field. Hey! Those are the Zondas that we share the same engine with. Granted, theirs, at least in the current state in this game, are naturally aspirated. Ow. Alright, that buggered us a little bit. But this is kind of cool. Whoop. Goodbye, officer. Couldn't make the pathway into the tunnel. A little bit of a mistake there. Big oof. I'll send some assorted chocolates to your family to let them know of your failure. Alright, gotta be careful in here. Whoa, boy. Don't wreck me, Zonda. Don't wreck me, Zonda. There we go. We're good now. We're good. Gotta get past the temple section. Do some nitrous on the long straightaway. We got some open air. There we go. There we go. Boop. Alright, no issues here. And that is the first. Oh gosh, I forgot how long this one is. This is a longer race. Hi there again, officer. Right. He failed the second time entering the tunnel. Bro is going to basically be kicking himself after that. He's like, why do I keep messing that up? Oh, rip. He is just being taunted. We are bullying the poor Japanese police officer. Oh, that was a heavy hit. That was a very heavy hit. Alright, nice and smooth. We are good, we are good, we are good. That's fine, I will take that. And then the final straight, yeet the truck out of the way. Oh. Hi there, officer. He's just waiting for us at the finish and it's like, you know what? I'm not gonna bother that tunnel anymore. Just yeeted that driver out of the way.
Yeah, friend. Now that's what I'm talking about.
Just move, homie. Get out the way. Holy moly. Just boom. Alright, alright. He's angry. He's very angry. Oh my gosh. Holy. CA torture method. Beat CM's Minute Club 2 without crashing. Oh, rip. I don't think that's possible. There's just too many things in that game that are designed to kind of test ya. Heck, I could say Minute Club is more about crashing and even like Burnout sometimes. This is just how fast you're going and how dense the traffic gets sometimes. It just becomes tricky to complete a race without any damage. In the early stages, when you're in a stock or mostly unmodified D-class car, yeah, that's not too difficult. You can do that without too much trouble. But once you start getting into some of the heavily modified vehicles, C-class, B-class, you start going to the much narrower streets of Tokyo, Atlanta, or Detroit. And it's just a wee bit trickier, you know? Just a little bit. Right, there we go. Thread the needle through here. Ow. Alright, we didn't quite want to do that. That is alright. Give us the speed. Hey, yo. Okay. We're good, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. We're very good. More power. Okay, a little bit careful. Gotta be careful on the bumps. Tokyo do be bumpy. Not quite as bumpy as Atlanta, but definitely still very bumpy. What do you think about Test Drive Overdrive? I've not actually played that. Like I said, I mainly only played the 2 unlimited games. So, those are the only 2 I kind of really have knowledge, significant knowledge on. As those ones kind of, I think, have the better formula where, you know, it's the, you know, the kind of rich person supercar owner simulator type of deal. The lifestyle simulator. Alright, we should be able to get another tournament going. I think this one's gonna be the SUV tournament next. Yeah, Unlimited. Unlimited is a fun one. Unlimited 2 is also really good too, with having Ibiza as another track, or another island. We get 2 islands. And they really improve the. Oh shoot! Why did I pick an unordered race? Why did I pick an unordered race? All right. Thankfully, it's literally a highway race around the around all this. I probably picked the wrong way, as we're gonna be facing off against traffic. Wait, hang on a sec. Okay, got it. Okay. Alright, gotta minimize our speed loss. There we go. Ow, hi. Alright. We need nitrous, and we need it now. More. More. There we go. Okay. Nitrous to get back onto the highway. Actually, this is a pretty unique way to have a an ordered race. Just have it be pick your path, pick your poison around the highway section, and hope that you picked correctly. And I think we did. There we go. Very nice.
Okay, friend, you with the big boys now.
Alright. Still no tournaments. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna drive the ME412 a bit more. We didn't really get a chance to drive it all that much. In the previous stream. So, you know. This is fun. Now the Mercedes engine that gets used in the ME412, well, it does also share the base engine with the Pagani Zonda. It also shares it with the SL75 AMG, which was an older Mercedes vehicle with a powerful and potent V12 motor. Though no vehicle utilized it with a quad turbo setup, the Pagani was mostly naturally aspirated and eventually later on switched to a twin turbo setup. And I believe the SL75 AMG stayed naturally aspirated the entire way through its life. I'll have to double check that one. So this would have been the only one to have it in a quad turbo setup. Basically 2 turbos per cylinder bank. Oh boy. This thing's got some speed though. And they're probably done that way. It was probably done that way to minimize turbo lag and increase throttle response while still maintaining some level of turbo pressure. That should have been cool to see what this could have been. Even if maybe, since with Daimler Chrysler had the ongoing rift and everything, would have been cool maybe to market this as a Mercedes successor to the CLK GTR, but then have like the badging of like tuned by SRT or whatever, because the SRT did do the heavy modifications to the Mercedes engine. And it may have made it a little bit more potentially favorable for market success.
Looks like it's time to get your big man style.
Yeah, 4 turbos in the V12, absolutely insane. This thing, ridiculous amounts of power. Like, it was estimated to have around like 850 horsepower at the time, which for early 2000s power is like really, really good. Like, that is like really, really powerful. Alright, let's get the G55 AMG. The G-Wagon. This is our fastest SUV. So let's go. And let's go trick this whip out. Let's go trick it. Let's go trick it out. Let's get some bling bling. Alex 16 is just 2 LS engines mashed together. Either that or it was the 2 Northstar. I think it was 2 Northstar engines actually, because it was what, the double overhead cam. So I think it may have been the Northstar engines that were the basis for it. Especially since they were already experimenting with the Northstar V12 with the what's it called? The CN. Yeah, let's give it a little bit of a lower stance. There we go. Alright, that looks interesting. Alright. Ooh, I actually like that lower front bumper. It was the LS. Okay, never mind then. That's kind of surprising, because you'd think that, you know, they especially with them focusing so heavily on the Northstar, that, you know, they'd use the Northstar for like their premier luxury model, especially since, you know, it would have the smoother throttle response and everything like that. But I guess I was mistaken then. Oh. Huh? How's that different than this? Oh, that removes the chrome. Giant ass Mercedes symbol. Okay, it looks so weird without the rear wheel. I apologize. Remove the light guards. Yeah, let's remove the light guards. Get the grill as well. I'm gonna say that, but the CN did use a Northstar derived engine. And was apparently functional, so, you know. It's not entirely, it wouldn't entirely shit the bed. It would only just mostly shit the bed. We can get brush guards as well on it. I don't want brush guards. Okay, there is always an exception. The exception that proves the rule. True, true, true. Hmm. That don't look too good. Actually, I kind of like it in this silver color. The gold. Oh gosh. Actually, hang on. When you can't put the other stuff on the gold, doesn't look nearly as good. I want to see what kind of vinyls we have available for it. Ooh. That doesn't look horrendous. And it's still not my vibe. Still not my vibe. I'll take this. This will be good for the big players tournament. We unfortunately don't have any B class vehicles for the SUVs.
Now you really have no excuses. She'll fly like the wind.
And there we go. Yeah, let's use that one. Oh boy, this is a little bit heavy. Please don't put me up against the Gumballas. I am begging you, game. Like I'm racing to get a Hummer. I am racing to get a Hummer. Like, bruh, please. Please. Oh, 5 race tournament. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Alright, we got the Ram SRT 10s. So a little bit slower than the Gumballas. Though still considerably faster than our box on wheels of the Mercedes. Alright, come on. Gotta build up the aggro. Thankfully in Tokyo, there's a lot of the small stuff you can hit that doesn't really slow you down. Yeah, I see you. Look, if we can beat A-class vehicles in a Skyline, we can beat B-class vehicles in a C-class vehicle. All right, come on, and air controls, please. Boop. There we go. Thankfully, you can use aggro offensively, although it is very difficult. You basically gotta get right in a slipstream turbo. And use both almost at the same time so you can just plow through them. Not quite as effective as Roar is with regards to offensive capabilities. It's kind of mediocre for offensive, mediocre for defensive. But it's still okay-ish. It's still okay-ish. Could be worse. At least in Tokyo, you know, you don't have to go out of your way to build up the units for aggro. That's not gonna be good. That's not gonna be good. That's fine. We can just yeah, we'll be fine. Follow the train tracks here. And there's the finish line. Alright, first race won. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness.
I thought you will.
Alright, next race. High Road. Okay, I remember this one vaguely. So hopefully we'll be able to do well in the G-Wagon, the G55. This thing. Alright, it is wet. It is wet. So the four-wheel drive traction of this should be nice. Should be. Alright, we're good. Favorite truck in this game? The SRT10 actually. I love, one, because despite being a high-performance sport truck, it doesn't really show up in many racing games. And two, because only the crazy SRT people would go, you know what? We could make a bog standard SRT8 Dodge Ram and just slap a supercharger on the already pretty potent V8 on that. But you know what? Let's make it, let's put the Viper drivetrain in it. Let's put a Viper drivetrain in it. That is how we, you know, absolutely kick ass. Oh, he wrecked out. I will take that dub. Couldn't handle the wetness. Thankfully, the superior forward drive system of our G-Wagon, this lovely box, is, you know, pretty nice. Whoop! Alright, a little bit of a bonk. Little bit of a bonk there. Oh well, we need that bonks anyway to get the aggro. But we haven't really had a need for it in this race. The AI are struggling massively with traction and they're way behind. Oh, how did it sound? I've only seen one once IRL, and it was back in the early 2010s. It was at the drag strip. Someone was basically doing a test and tune on it, and holy moly, the sound was just delicious, scrumptious, tasty, mouth-watering sound. The rumble of that V10, the scream as it absolutely came to life. We gotta remember the wonky, the wonky, placement of the checkpoints in this one. We gotta get real close. It doesn't like you, getting lazy. You gotta be like right up on the checkpoints. Basically gotta drive right over them in this one. Because otherwise it doesn't like to count them. It sounded absolutely beautiful. Oh, nice. Very nice. A little bit of a crunch. There we go. Get some more units of aggro. I didn't want to use it just then because I wanna conserve it for when I need to maybe hunt some drivers out of the way. 200 mile an hour box here. Gosh, the air being pushed against it's probably like, oh, I'm tired, boss. Oh, this thing's gonna have so much wind resistance. It is literally just a box on wheels. But it is our box on wheels, and it is marginally quicker than the Escalade truck. That's based off of the that shares the same platform with the Chevy Avalanche. You don't interest up cars. Can be pretty cool, though I prefer it usually when it's kept within like the same manufacturer. Like swapping an LS into a Camaro, like an older Camaro, awesome. Swapping an LS into a BMW, not the biggest fan of that. I understand why people would do that because of the cheap power and everything, but like it isn't really for me. Like I usually like keeping, you know, at least within the same manufacturer for engine swaps. Or at least, you know, related manufacturers. For example, like you have an old Volkswagen Beetle, you know, swap like a Porsche engine into it. Okay, yeah, that kind of makes sense. You know, because they have the kind of the same similar shared DNA and everything. So that actually makes sense. But then, like, you know, I'm not gonna swap a Viper engine into a Beetle. But like, if I had, like, you know, like an older new Beetle swapping in like an Audi in line 5, yeah, that'd be pretty cool actually. It'd be a little bit difficult, but it'd be cool. Okay, going around there is better than going through there. I gotta remember that. So it's interesting, this race doesn't have the cop car in it. The previous time we'd done the Tokyo traffic, we had the cop car available. There we go. Oh, right into the wall. We burnout 3 takedown that guy. Oh, ripping pepperoni, my dude. That is going to leave a mark and a half. Oh, gotta yeet the bus out of the way there. He was blocking our path. All right, we need more aggro. Gotta lightly tap pretty much everything on our path. It's gonna scratch our paint, but it'll help us defend ourselves against the AI getting by us again. Just blast nitrous, use aggro, and yeet them into a wall. Probably the best use of aggro outside of a bus that's blocking pretty much all the lanes at a certain point. Feels so much slower compared to the hypercars and sport bikes we were driving previously. This is a lot slower. But still, we push. I think this is what, race 4 of 5? Something like that. We did Ginza stop. We did the one in the rain. We did the first race. Yeah, this is number 4. So we got one more race before we get the H3T.
See? I tell you, no problem.
Alright. Yeah, like, I kind of get, like, you know, the LS swap, FDs, you know, okay, yeah, you don't want to go with rotary. But on the other hand, like, if you want that, just get a C5 Corvette, you know? Like, the money and time you'd spend, like, swapping that out, you could literally get a C5 vet for, and get the same kind of performance. Like, bruh. New Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Ooh, nice. Very, very nice. Welcome, Detroit. Hope you're well. Right now, we're in the SUV race in the Tokyo Challenge, where our G55, our box and wheels, is trying to race against Viper-powered Dodge Rams. So, I got our work cut out for us. Thankfully, with some well-timed aggros and being able to carry some speed through the corners, we don't have too many issues. We're in the final race of that. Everything from the OG Mortal Kombat to that. Ooh, nice. Kind of like a basic collection pack. That is cool. I wish more companies did that, releasing like nostalgia like packages for like games with modern systems. That way you can kind of replay them all in like a bundle. Oh, okay. Yeet! Get out of my way. He couldn't dodge, so he got rammed. That's terrible, Isaac. Alright, not too much further to the finish line. Oh, rip. If you haven't already, see if you can't get the Ducati. That Ducati is very, very quick. And has very good agility, good top speed, good everything. And it is a B class car you can get fairly early as well. Outside of that, do some of the the car club races and get the special ability for either a tuner or a muscle car. So you can either get them the spin outs with roar or navigate the heavier traffic with zone. Go faster through the corners with zone as well. One or the other, both work quite well. Alright, I think we should go to the F355 now. The Gambala F355. There it is. Oh, this thing is beautiful. I absolutely love the look of the 90s Ferraris. Everything from the 512TR, the 348, the 355.
Now that is a proper ride.
What's about a 300Z? Thought about a SO20 swapping it. Ooh, going to a smaller displacement engine. Interesting, interesting. Surprised no VQ swap. But I mean, an SO20 could be an interesting choice. Those can make some pretty good power, and you get a lot more space to work in turbo systems and everything in the engine bay with the inline 4. I always feels weird going to a low displacement though. Then again, I have also seen an EcoBoost inline 4 swapped first generation Mustang. It was a vehicle that was basically a salvage title. Absolutely smashed to pieces. Complete frame-up restoration was done, and they put in the turbo inline 4 from the modern Mustang in it, and then juiced that engine up even further with the bigger turbos, revised electronics and all of that. And it was producing like 400 some horsepower. That was pretty nice. Out of a first gen, granted, resto mod Mustang, which is pretty cool. Made more than the V8 ever did. I love the agility of this. I do not like the wall though. The wall is not fun. Oh, the pop-up headlights too. Just beautiful. Absolutely lovely. Alright, next race. Oh, it looks so good in the high gloss black as well. Alright, stage race 2. Let's do it. This thing with this 3.5 liter V8. True, yeah, there is no space, especially if you had turbo versions. That'd be cool to see. I've never actually seen a SO20 swapped Nissan Z. That'd be an interesting one. That'd definitely be an interesting one, I think. Oh, we don't have zone yet. Now we have zone. Alright, onto the brakes. Get it around the turn. This thing just flies, though. Holy moly. The handling as well. It is just super lightweight, super nimble. Absolutely love this. Okay. That makes sense why it'd be more popular in Japan, since they get taxed based off of engine displacement. If you can make more power from a smaller engine. Yeah, that makes sense actually. Get a more modern, higher efficiency but smaller engine. Stage Race 3 now. Let's do it. Just give us more monies. Unlock the next the next tournament as well. We don't have too many. I think we have the sport bike and the Class A tournament, I think, is all that's left. So we may end up finishing that tonight. Yeah, I think we'll push to finish it tonight. There we go. Alright, let's avoid the chaos. Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces past, and I'm homebound. And I need you. Oh no, this is really my first time playing it on stream. This is actually a challenge run where we can only use prize cars and our starter car to progress through the career mode. Which means we need to do things in certain correct orders. But I've already beaten all the American races, so I'm finishing off the Tokyo Challenge with all of these vehicles. That's why you don't see me with, like, you know, the McLaren F1 or like the Aprilia Mille Factory or anything like that. Only prize cars. Granted, near the end of the game, you get most of the prize cars among some of the quicker vehicles in the game too, so you don't need to worry too much about having issues. But early on it is a struggle. Like, we had to really make use of Phil's Quevito, the hot match Quevito in Atlanta. So we got really good at driving choppers. The Understeery punks. Alright, so where is our Kawasaki? There's a Kawasaki, the Ninja ZX-12R. Our prize bike. For beating all the original Riders races. One of the faster vehicles in the game regardless. Not quite as quick in terms of top speed as the Aprilia Mille Factory, but definitely very close. Lightweight, agile, powerful. And we get the B-Class Ducati Paul Smart air-cooled leader bike, designed based off of a cafe racer inspiration. You can see the adjustable shocks in the rear there, and its tubular frame underneath. Basically, retro-inspired looks with modern technology. It is still an air-cooled bike though, so it's only producing like about 100 horsepower. Not like the almost 200 horsepower that the water-cooled Ram Air inline 4s that we're racing now are producing. But it's still a very nice amount of power. Very respectable, very fun kind of track toy. And you can see just the sport bikes, the agility is insane. As long as you can avoid crashing into stuff, they are absolutely rapid. Trying to complete the game on my 20-year-old Xbox. I did it as a kid. I only completed this multiple times on a different console. Ooh. May have been either like the PS2 or the PSP then. But still, best of luck for your playthrough. What vehicle are you currently using, if I may ask? Since you're struggling against Lamont, I'm imagining you're in kind of early, mid Atlanta. So you likely have a semi-modified C-Class car. Maybe like the Evo? Or the Z or the Supra, something like that? if I were to hazard a guess. Oh, the speed on the straights, holy moly. Absolutely terrifying.
Woohoo! Speedway.
There we go, that's that's one down. Bit annoying that the bike championship only has 3 races, but the the SUV tournament has 5. Like, bruh. I gotta be careful with some of the bridges, because if we get the wrong trajectory here, we can literally end up in the water, and that has happened multiple times. Once even earlier during the stream. So you gotta be a little bit careful. The wet weather probably doesn't help as well. But the agility of the Kawasaki Ninja, definitely nice. Super 5 back when I thought the Charger T was the best car in the world. Aw, rip. I mean, Charger T is still pretty solid. It's got good acceleration and okay-ish stability. But it is a big boy and it is a long boy, so it makes it a little bit difficult to weave through traffic. Abuse roar whenever you can, especially if opponents are about to go off of a jump or through a tight passageway. Ooh, the Skyline engine on the Soviet, very nice. That'd be a tight squeeze though. You'd have to move the firewall back, I'd imagine. But that'd be a cool one. That'd be a cool one. Oop, a little bit of a tap on the back of the car there. Had some minor understeer. There we go, keep the agility to the right. There we go. I forgot, we still have zones. Fit like a glove. Sort of. Uh-oh, what do they need to do to get the RB to fit? Ow, that's a wall. That's a car. And a wall. That is pain. Come on. Final straight. The speed of it is absolutely terrifying. Alright, final race of the tournament. Callum's. After this, I think we only have one more tournament to go, and that is the A-class tournament, where we get our Pagani's on next. So we've done the muscle car tournament, we've done the tuner tournaments, we've done the SUV tournament, we're doing a sport bike tournament, we've done the chopper tournament, we've done the exotic tournament, that was literally the very first one. We've done D, C, and B class tournaments. So I think all that's left is the A class tournament after this, which I think we need like 4 more races, something like that. Ow! Just a little bit of a firewall cut, not a major firewall cut, just a little bit. Hopefully they got some proper heat shielding and everything as well, because I've heard those RB engines do get a little bit toasty, especially in more compact engine bays. Alright, nice and smooth. Alright, juke to the right down the alleyway. Absolutely loving my Ninja. Holy moly. Alright. Through the alleyway here. Yeet some bushes out of the way. Who needs bushes? Nice. Cross the line. Boom shakalaka.
Speedway wins again.
Give us the money and the power smart. Yeah. So you probably need to swap out the oil system. Get some oil coolers as well. As well as beef up the radiator with thicker cores and everything. I showered recently? I showered this morning. I showered this morning. It was a very nice shower, very nice and hot shower. Which is good because I do have a little bit of a stuffy nose. I know. I'm not a real gamer. I've lost my gamer cred. Oh no. Nah, I don't like being stinky. Plus, I don't like feeling greasy either. Like, I hate the feeling. Like, if I haven't showered in a while, like if I've been camping, whatever, I genuinely hate the feeling of like feeling kind of greasy and gross. Like, literally, like my skin crawls almost, and I don't like it. I'm going to bed. This game has my sanity non-existent. Have a great night, man. Hopefully, you're able to beat Atlanta. If you haven't already, make sure you get that Roar special ability and abuse the hell out of it, especially as opponents are going over jumps or through narrow passageways. It's basically your biggest offense against cheatsy opponents. Not that useful against bikes though, but against regular cars, yeah, quite useful. And when you can, make sure you get that B-class Ducati, the SS1000. Quite quick, actually. Its nimbleness is very useful. There we go, nice and smooth through. Ow. That is not smooth, that is the back of a vehicle. That was chunky, just probably like my body. Just a bunch of chunky salsa. Spread out across the road. Mmm, yummy. Salsa. I'm making huevos rancheros tomorrow. Boop. Down the inside. And a wheelie. Just for the extra fun. Yeah, we're almost done the career mode. You haven't raced against real men yet. Uh-huh, sure, buddy. Sure, buddy. Press X to doubt. Alright. We got 2 races on the island, let's take those out. Alleyway Rush. That sounds like a race that'll be really good for our bike. Oh, you can see the Ducati Power Smart again. Being flanked by 2 Cobalt SS's. Oh, fun, I forgot this is the unordered race. Okay. Right. Thankfully, the agility of the bike will help us out here. As long as we can avoid crashing into stuff, we're good. And don't over jump. Whoa! Truck swerved the wrong way there. Alright, come on. Keep that speed up. Keep that speed up. There we go. Alright, we're good. Brakes. Alright, that has not helped us. Stay to the left. We don't wanna have any collisions with other vehicles. Looks like one of the opponents decided to despawn from the world. All right, that's his personal choice. I won't judge him for that. I'm gonna give me that straight line speed and a slight right kink down the alleyway. User zone for that. Boom shakalaka. And then there's the finish line. Yeet. Whee!
What I tell you, friend, there's nothing to be scared of.
Nice, that one didn't take too long. That's 2 more down. Probably 2 more to go until the final tournament. Alright, and there's another race here. Let's take it. Bridges Blitz. Alright, circuit race. Let's do it. My apologies. Slight tickle in the throat. I still am fighting off the remnants of a cold. Oh boy. Alright. Circuit race. A lot of bridges, a lot of tight twisty sections. And so this will benefit our Kawasaki. He is on home soil. It is absolutely raring the rip. Alright, that did not work out too well. That jump absolutely derailed us. Alright, good. Back to the left. We can carry so much more speed than the supercars around the turns. Like, we're already right back up there with the Zonda. Ooh, a little bit of a touch on the wall there. Gotta be a little bit careful. Gotta be a wee bit careful. Hi there. Hi there. Who there, bud? We got a nitrous back. Ooh, thread the needle. Alright, we want to brake before here because the jump will absolutely send us flying into the wall in the out of bounds section. Alright, he's got to take the long way around. The car blocked his path. Zone is so useful in the sport bikes. Getting that extra grip, that extra reaction time. It just works. It feels so good as well. The speed, the agility. That is a wall. Thankfully managed to avoid too much damage there. Alright, tip and tap the brakes. Get it rotated. Let's get some wheelies going as well.
What I tell you, you was racing a young punk.
Nice. I think we only got one more race before the final tournament. Let's do it, chat. Let's do it. Alright. Let's go get this this race to the right here. In the northeast. There we go. Good stuff. Final stage race. Oh, this is a long one. This is the one that takes all the stages together and combines them into one mega point-to-point race. Alright, I can do that. Woo! Okay. Okay, good. We managed to avoid falling off there. Alright, gotta get the front wheel down. We do not want to lose our steering. We don't want the front to pop up and stay up. That is a noticeable issue with the Kawasaki in this game. It loves the wheelie. So gotta be a little bit careful. All right, through here. There we go. There we go. Boop. Use the zone. Watch out for the bridge pillars here. Alright, very nice. Very, very nice. Alright, we're through the tighter technical section now. Before we have to get back onto the highway and have a massive blitz back to the finish line. Alright, here we go. High speed sections now. Really let this bike stretch its legs. I was very close to the ambulance. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. Highway. There we go. Back off the highway. Jump over the entire guardrail. Ow. Alright, that part was less smooth. We jumped over the guardrail, that was smooth. The front end collision with that vehicle, not nearly as cool. Not nearly as fun. That was a lot more painful. That was double plus painful. Oh! Alright. Nearly T-bone a cop car there. Nice, okay. Oh! We've unlocked the final tournament!
What's going on? All cool here. Yeah, all cool, friend. I hear a lot of talk about you, friend. They say you've beaten pretty much everyone there is. You bring pride to the Speedway name.
Yeah!
Unlike you, Toshi. Anyway, yeah, you opened up all the tournaments. Go on, friend, make me proud. You've opened up everything there was by finishing all the Tokyo races. You can still race for money and sharpen your skills with city races. They work just like the city races in the States. Yeah. Cool, man. See you later.
He's just constantly calling Toshi an idiot. Aw, poor Toshi. Bro is just...
Hey, I got word of a tournament taking place. You might want to check
Yes, Class A tournament. Let's do it in the very first Class A car we got. Oh, less a car, this bike. This agility. The speed. Send it off. To remember our roots. And also the fact that I have actually grown to really love using the sport bikes in this game. Holy moly, they are so much fun. Trying to get my friend to buy a fun daily for himself. Any suggestions? I'm thinking an FA5 Civic SF. Ooh, fun daily, fun daily. I mean, you can't go wrong with the Civic. Usually pretty good reliability. What is his... Well, roughly how much is he looking to pay for a daily? And also, what kind of vehicles is he like, and what are his needs? Because that can change how. That can change some things as well. But yeah, Civic wouldn't be too bad. Probably the dollar per dollar, one of the better reliable, practical choices you can get. Yeah, especially if he's looking for something on the secondhand market. Maybe some other good options. Honestly, if you want something, if you could get something a little bit older, the 4th gen Mustangs are still pretty low on price. And you can get some cheap horsepower that way that you can daily. Something Japanese. Okay. Ow. That hurt. That absolutely hurt. I mean, probably. Yeah, the Civic's probably the best option then. It's produced in large enough numbers, you don't gotta worry about parts and anything like that. Pretty easy to maintain. Solid handling. Maybe an Acura RSX, depending on the pricing for that. Or like the Acura TL series. I know technically kind of not the JDM brand and everything, because they were sold as Acuras instead of Hondas in the States. But those are solid options as well. Depending on the pricing you can get for them. Yeah, our RSX is a solid option as well if he doesn't want necessarily the you know, the JDM badge and everything like that. If he's okay with, you know, having the USDM badge and everything, or looking the badge swap, you know, that is also an option. What else would be a solid choice? Ow. Okay, good, we managed to finish first. Just barely. We gotta be a little bit careful. We almost got beaten by a Hololive member. But yeah, like Acura TL is also pretty solid as well. They can get a first gen one with for not too much. They depreciated quite a bit, and you get a nice solid mid performance four door that, you know, got some pretty good handling. Yeah, major Subaru problems. Plus, you know, a lot of people that drive them absolutely hard as hell. So finding one in decent condition that's not, you know, clapped out or driven by turned into a vape mobile is gonna be a little bit tricky. But yeah, look at maybe like the Honda Acura lineup. That'll probably be some solid places to look. Outside of that, maybe look at the prices of the earlier Mazda, the Mazda or Mazda Speed 3s. Those aren't too bad. Have an alright aftermarket. Pretty nimble handling, especially if you can get one in manual. Because you reduce the issues of the automatics had. Although you got to watch out for rust. Those things were notorious for rusting, especially the earlier Mazda 3s. So he's got to probably garage keep that if he can, or like, you know, really keep it out of the snow. So depending on the weather where you live and everything like that, that might be an option.
That's my friend.
What else? I'm not sure. Yeah, probably either something from like the Honda or the Mazda lineup. Fairly-ish reliable engines. Granted, you gotta watch out for rust in both of those, but otherwise, fairly common, decent aftermarket availability. No major manufacturing flaws. Oh, live up north. Okay, so that's gonna make things a little bit tricky for y'all, as finding one that's not been completely rusted through is gonna be a little bit tricky. If you can garage keep it and at least keep it out of the snow, or heavily wash it and do, like, you know, the ceramic coating and all that stuff, to prevent, you know, the major rust and everything, then yeah, I wouldn't mind. I'd recommend a Mazda 3. That'd be a solid option for him as well. But a lot of those early mid 2000s Japanese cars did suffer from major corrosion issues. So you gotta be on your toes about that. Gotta be just a little bit careful. Fun vehicles though. Not too bad to work on. Fairly enjoyable front-wheel drive sport compact cars. Pretty nice all around, you know, reliable, good on fuel dailies that still have a little bit of pep in their step. Boom! There we go, across the line. Nice.
Yeah, friend. I'm impressed. Seriously.
There we go. The Picani Zonda. Absolutely lovely. Wanted a cheap Audi. Oh gosh, no. I have worked on my share of Audis. No thank you.
You're fired. Don't come back. Hey, cool friend. That Toshi, he's useless. Good riddance. Now I get real guys in here, not some girl. I could have beaten him up. I know karate. I know a lot of things.
You know what's funny is this guy is voiced by the same guy that voices
Now maybe
Woozy.
someone listen to me. This is crap work. But hey, cool man. You're the big man now. You bring respect to me, to the Speedway name. You beat everyone in Tokyo. Respect, friend. Now you done. You can keep racing, but only for money, you know? You got all the juice you need now, friend. Excuse me.
Night. Oh, don't kick the car. You're gonna put a dent in it. That's a customer car. Brah. Absolutely yeeted the bumper. Let's go swimming. Let's go swimming. Yeah, no, I've worked on a few of those Audis. The timing chain issues on those. Ugh. And the fact that they mounted some of them backwards as well. Like, bro. No thank you. No thank you. But anyway, I'm gonna be ending the stream here. We completely beat Midnight Club 3 using only prize cars. Let's go. It is also getting absolutely ridiculously late, so holy moly. I need to get a little bit of rest. I got a big day ahead of me tomorrow. I got a lot of work to get done. So I need to practice as well for the race this Saturday. So I'm gonna be ending the stream here. Thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the stream, please make sure you leave a like, subscribe. Let me know when I'm doing well in the comments down below. If you didn't like the stream, please let me know what I'm doing poorly so I can fix it in the future. With that being said, I've been Asakusa, and wherever you're in the world, whatever time of day it is for you, may it be a great time. And I'll see you all in the next stream. Until then, take care everybody. Bye bye. Wow.